there, and welcome to Lost in Literature. I'll be continuing with Antony's speech and where we left off last time. If you remember, you had all the citizens screaming for revenge. Antony had quite managed to convince them that Caesar was not murdered for the right reasons, and the people who had murdered him were not so noble, not so honorable, right? So let's start off from that point. Antony, stay, countrymen. He says this because he found them, all set to go and start with their work on the revenge. First citizen, peace there. Hear the noble Antony. Second citizen, we'll hear him, we'll follow him, we'll die with him. Antony, good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up to such a flood of mutiny. Let me not inspire this violent outburst in you. All right, so much rebellion. They that have done this deed are honorable. Look, the people who have done this deed, they are honorable. And again, when he uses the word honorable, no, the crowd no longer agrees with him. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not. Whatever reasons they had to kill Caesar, it certainly wasn't, for the public good. They had their own private, prejudices. I know not. I have no idea what made them do it. But they are wise and honorable and will no doubt with reason answer you. Friends, I come not to steal away your hearts. I don't want to steal your hearts away and turn you against Brutus and the rest. I'm not an orator. I'm not such a great speaker that I can influence you, whereas Brutus is. But as you know me all, a plain, blunt man. I'm just a plain, blunt man, all right? And I loved my friend. And the people who let me speak here, who gave me permission to speak, knew that fully well. They knew I'm not capable of stirring up any public outcry on this issue. They knew it. They were very confident. Right? So they gave me permission to speak because I have neither wit, intelligence, nor the words, the right kind of words to influence you, nor the authority or, gestures that we use while speaking, nor the rhetorical, manner of speaking, all right? The delivery of the speech itself. I do not possess any of these virtues. I don't have the power of speech, right? To stir men's blood. I just don't have the capacity to stir your blood and heat you up to such a point that you would start rebelling violently against the perpetrators of, the crime. I only speak right on. I'm only able to speak very directly. I tell you that which you yourself know. So far, I've only told you what you know. And let me show you sweet Caesar's wounds, which are like dumb mouths, and they are bidding me to speak for them. And let them speak to you first. Just look at it, and they will speak to you for me. All right? But if I were Brutus, again another if clause, if I were Brutus and Brutus, Mark Antony, then there was an Antony who would ruffle up your spirits and put a tongue in every wound of Caesar that should move the stones of Rome to rise, something inanimate like the stones of Rome to rise and mutiny. So he is so clever, Antony. He has every virtue of addressing a crowd and winning them over. So he says, I'm a very direct man. I know only to speak the truth. But if I were Brutus, then I would speak in such a way that each wound here will uh, provoke you to take action for Caesar's death. But unfortunately, I don't have such a capacity. We'll mutiny, the citizens cry out. First citizen, we'll burn the house of Brutus. Third citizen, away then, come, seek the conspirators. Antony, yet hear me, countrymen, yet hear me speak. Antony hasn't finished with everything. Citizens, peace ho! Hear Antony, most noble Antony. Antony, why, friends? You go to do you know not what. You're just rushing off to do something mutinous, rebellious, and yet you do not have the full knowledge of why you're doing it. Wherein had Caesar thus deserved your love? You should know how Caesar is all for you and deserves your love. Alas, but you don't know that. I must tell you then. You have forgot the will I told you about. There you are. Again, he's mentioning the will. All right? Okay. Citizens, most true. The will. Let's stay and hear the will. Antony, here is the will, and under Caesar's seal, to every Roman citizen, he gives to every man 75 drachmas. Drachmas, silver coins, apparently. Second citizen, O most noble Caesar, we will revenge his death. O royal Caesar. Antony, hear me with patience. I haven't finished yet. Peace ho! Moreover, he has left you all his walks, his gardens, his private arbors, and new planted orchards, right? Orchards where fruit is grown on this side of Tiber, on the side of the river. He has left them to you and to your heirs forever and to your children forever. Common pleasures to walk abroad and recreate yourself. These are totally for you, public pleasure grounds, for you to walk and recreate yourself. Here was Caesar. Caesar was such a noble, wonderful man. When comes such another? The right question to ask the crowd. When will such a man come again? Now that he has been disposed with? First citizen, never, never. Come away, away. We'll burn his body in the holy place. All right? Let's burn him in the right place, in the holy place. and with the brands, with the same brands, let's torch up the traitors' houses, set them on fire. Come on, let's take up the body. Go fetch fire. Plug down benches. Plug down all the seats, windows, anything. And now the crowd, they have picked up Caesar's body and gone away from the scene to do whatever they intend to do. Antony now is standing there, completely satisfied that his speech has truly aroused the citizens. And now he says, let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take thou what course thou wilt. I have already set in motion the action that has to be taken. So, mischief, now it's up to you. Take whatever course you want to. Now they are in your hands, the crowd. All right? I have put in their minds whatever they have to do. Let violence, against the conspirators erupt. Okay? At this point, a servant comes along. How now, fellow? Sir, Octavius is already come to Rome. Octavius, if I may remind you, is Caesar's nephew. Antony, where is he? Servant, he and Lepidus are at Caesar's house. Antony, and thither will I straight to visit him. I'll go there right away to visit him. He comes upon a wish. He has come just like I wished. Fortune is merry. The goddess of fortune is truly favoring us. And in this mood, she'll give us whatever we desire. Everything is going to go the right way. Servant, I heard him say Brutus and Cassius are rid like madmen through the gates of Rome. So Octavius had remarked that Brutus and Cassius, they have ridden away through the gates of Rome because now they knew the crowd is going to surge against them. Antony, be like they had some notice of the people. Yeah, they probably, noticed the mood of the people, how I had moved them. Take me to Octavius. So that's it for today. We have done with Antony's fabulous speech, and we'll be moving on to Act 3, Scene 3 next. All right? So it's time for me to depart. And once again, I urge you to hit a like for me, please, and subscribe to my channel, Lost in Literature, because I'll be bringing more and more of it to you. Right? Bye for now.